Audio check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Audio check 1 2 3. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now you want to. Okay, let me go talk to them.
One, two, three, testing, testing. Can you hear me? Is that okay? 1 2 3, testing, testing. This is the English booth. Hello, 1 2 3, testing, testing. This is the interpreter for English. 1 2 3, testing, testing. Hello, 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 hello. You're welcome.
We're good. We're all tested today, so now.
Warm spot. They weren't kidding about that.
Thank you so much. No, I'm good. I make sure it's not my ringer too. I'm sure getting a dirty look, much deserved.
You know what you do is you just look at Wilbur.
Okay. Exactly. No, I've learned that in the courtroom. Yeah, if your phone goes off, just look at the next one.
Channel 1 of your receiver is English, Channel 2 is Spanish, Channel 1 English, Channel 2 Spanish.
It is July in Washington. That is not, something I wanted to get right back on the plane when I got off with my
see you. Thank you.
Let me introduce Gerardo Lameda.
Oh,
He works in the embassy, and he's my sort of contact here.
oh, great. Good to see you.
Very nice to meet you, too.
He has been instrumental in the implementation of
It's wonderful. Sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rob.
Hi.
Good.
Arturo is doing fine.
Good, good, I'm glad.
So, but I'm a very close friend of yours, so I'll let him know.
One thing that would
I
probably
will.
be
And
good.
thank you.
Chihuahua is still keeping people at 50%. The American companies have a very good program for
Very few. I have been saying that in about
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States and the President of the United Mexican States.
Thank you very much, everyone. It's a nice hot day, to put it mildly. So we'll make this quick, but it's all very positive, that I can say, and it's my tremendous pleasure to welcome everyone to the White House, my good friend, President Lopez Obrador of Mexico. We've had a very outstanding relationship. Mr. President, we're truly moved that you chose to make your first foreign visit since taking office, very successfully taking office, I might add, to be with us at the White House. The relationship between the United States and Mexico has never been closer than it is right now. And as the President said a little while ago, people were betting against that. They were actually betting against that. But it's never been stronger, never been closer. We're doing a tremendous job together. We're cherished friends, partners, and neighbors. Our cooperation is founded on mutual trust and mutual respect between the two of us and between our two countries. And we honor the great dignity of both nations. With this visit, President Lopez Obrador and I have the opportunity to strengthen the bond we have forged since his impressive election victory more than 2 years ago. A victory the Vice President and Ivanka joined in celebrating at the swearing-in. It was a very exciting day for them. Each of us was elected on the pledge to fight corruption, return power to the people, and put the interests of our countries first. And I do that, and you do that, Mr. President. The tradition of great respect between Mexican and American presidents goes back to the early days of both of our nations, and in particular, it includes President Abraham Lincoln and President Benito Juarez, who each held one another in very, very high esteem. They were great friends, and they did great things together, and we are grateful that this morning President Lopez Obrador laid a wreath at the memorials that stand to each of these leaders right here in our nation's capital. That was a very beautiful, beautiful ceremony. Our countries are linked by trade and travel, by history and culture, by faith and family. The United States is home to 36 million incredible Mexican-American citizens. Mexican-Americans uplift our communities, and they strengthen our churches and enrich every feature of national life. They are hardworking, incredible people. They are also great businessmen and women and make up a big percentage of our small business owners, and very successful. They're very, very successful. They're like you. They're tough negotiators and great business people, Mr. President. Working alongside President Lopez Obrador, we're taking this relationship to new heights and building a powerful economic and security partnership. Together, we have addressed many of the most complex issues facing our two countries that really went unresolved for many years and, frankly, far too long. Should have been resolved long before I got here. But we're achieving great strides and remarkable breakthroughs in strengthening our relationship for decades to come. With everything that we have accomplished, the potential for the future of the United States and Mexico is unlimited. Far, far greater situation really for both countries than anyone thought possible. Today we celebrate the historic victory we achieved together just days ago when NAFTA was officially terminated, one of the worst trade deals in history, and replaced with a brand new, beautiful USMCA. We want to thank Canada also. I spoke with and will be speaking to the Prime Minister in a little while. While NAFTA slashed wages and eliminated jobs, the USMCA includes groundbreaking labor protections for workers in both nations. This landmark agreement will bring countless jobs from overseas back to North America, and our countries will be very big beneficiaries. We are already seeing the fruits because it started. It's the largest, fairest, and most advanced trade deal ever reached by any country, and it will bring enormous prosperity to both American and Mexican workers and Canada. We want to thank everybody. We'll have a separate day with Canada. They're coming down at the appropriate time. But we want to congratulate Canada and the people of Canada, the Prime Minister. But this has been a tremendous achievement. It's actually the largest trade deal ever made. And we made a big one with China, too, but this is the largest trade deal ever made. Our two governments are also in close cooperation to stop the illicit cross-border flow of drugs and guns, cash, and contraband, and very importantly, stopping human trafficking. We're forging critical partnerships across the Western Hemisphere to combat the cartels and the smugglers and to ensure safe, humane, and lawful migration. And we've been helped greatly by Mexico on creating record numbers in a positive sense on our southern border. It's been really very, very tight and done a great job. And I want to thank Secretary who's here. We have a Chad, you're here someplace. Where is Chad? What a good job you're doing, Chad. Great job. We're proud of you. And you've worked very closely with Mexico. I know you were just telling me what a great help they've been. Thank you very much, Chad. We've also worked closely in the battle against the coronavirus together, saving countless thousands of lives. It's been my honor to help Mexico procure 600 ventilators, and it's going to be a higher number than that. They needed them very badly, and we were able to make them. We're making thousands a week, and we're helping a lot of countries. But one of the first, and maybe the first that I spoke to, was Mexico. We have a lot of them in Mexico, saving a lot of lives. And Mr. President, we're in this fight together, and we're doing very well. Just a couple of things on that. I'm proud to further announce that the U.S. is by far number one in testing, number one in the world in testing, and that the mortality rate is the lowest, or just about the lowest, of any nation anywhere in the world. And we're safely reopening our country, and very importantly, we're safely reopening our schools. We want the schools to be open and going in the fall, and most of them, I think, are looking at it that way. It's very important. We're finding out that learning by computer is not as good as learning in the classroom or learning on the campus, and I think you're finding that too. We want to learn in the classroom, so our schools, we want them open in the fall. Following President Lopez Obrador's remarks, we'll sign a joint declaration committing ourselves to a shared future of prosperity, security, and harmony. This is truly a proud moment in history for both of our nations, Mexico and the United States. With the signing, we pledge the close and continued friendship between the United States and Mexico, and we accelerate our progress toward an even greater tomorrow, and that's what's happening, a greater, maybe even a far greater tomorrow. With a prospering region, a flourishing hemisphere, and two sovereign nations thriving, growing, and excelling side by side, working together, and that's what we've been doing. Mr. President, we look forward to hosting you for a beautiful dinner later on this evening with some of your friends from Mexico and some of our great friends from the U.S., and it's an honor to have you with us, and please, we'd love to have you say a few words. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Amigas, amigos,
Friends, ladies and gentlemen,
celebro
I
este
truly
encuentro
celebrate
con
this
usted,
meeting with you,
presidente Trump.
President Trump.
Mi visita obedece
My visit,
en buena medida
to a great extent,
a la importancia que
has to
tiene,
do
sobre todo
with the
en estos
importance
tiempos de
right
crisis
now,
económica
in these times
mundial,
of world economic
la
crisis,
entrada en vigor del
the importance
Tratado
of
de
the
Libre
entry into
Comercio
effect of
entre
the
México, Estados Unidos,
Mexico-U.S.-Canada agreement to make
Canadá.
by Spanish acronym
El
USMCA.
haber conseguido este acuerdo
Having been able to close this deal
representa
constitutes
un gran logro
a great
en
accomplishment
beneficio
benefiting
de las tres naciones
all three nations
y de nuestros
and our
pueblos.
peoples.
Como es sabido,
As it is well known,
América del Norte es de
America
las regiones
is
económicas
one of the most important
más
economic
importantes
regions
del
of
planeta.
the planet.
No obstante,
However,
nuestra región
our region
es
is
inexplicablemente
inexplicably a
deficitaria
region of trade
en términos
deficits.
comerciales. Exportamos
We export
al resto del
to the rest
mundo
of the world about
3.579
$3.6
billones de
trillion,
dólares, pero
but
importamos
we import
4.190
about $4.4
billones de dólares.
trillion.
Es decir,
That is,
mantenemos
we
un
have a
déficit
deficit
de
of
611
$611
millones de dólares,
billion,
lo cual se
which is
traduce
translated
en fuga de
into
divisas
capital flight
menores
less
oportunidades para las
opportunities for
empresas
companies and
y
businesses,
pérdida
and job source
fuentes de empleo.
losses.
El nuevo tratado
This
busca
new
precisamente
Agreement
revertir
seeks to reverse
este desequilibrio
this imbalance
mediante
through
una mayor
greater
integración de
integration
nuestras
of our
economías
economies
y mejoras en el
and improvements
funcionamiento
in the functioning
de las cadenas
of
productivas
productive chains
para
to
recuperar la
recover the
presencia
economic
económica
presence
que ha
that
perdido
North America
América del
has
Norte
lost
en las
in the
últimas
last
5 décadas.
5 decades.
Baste señalar
Suffice it to
que
say that
1970 del
of
Producto
the
Mundial
world GDP.
y ahora
And now,
esta participación en la economía
in the
global
global economy,
ha
has
bajado
gone down
a
to
27.8%.
27.8%.
Por ello,
That's why
el tratado
this agreement
es una gran
is a
opción
great option
para
to
producir,
produce,
crear empleos
create jobs,
y fomentar
and
el
foster
comercio sin necesidad
trade
de ir tan
without having to
lejos
go so far away
nuestros
from our
hogares,
homes,
ciudades,
cities,
estados
states,
y
and
naciones.
nations.
En otras
In
palabras,
other words,
los volúmenes de importaciones
import
que realizan nuestros
volumes of our
países
countries,
del resto del mundo
imports to the rest of the world,
pueden producirse
may be
en
produced
América del
in
Norte
North America
con menores
at
costos
a lower
de
transportation
transporte,
cost,
con
with
proveedores
reliable
confiables para las empresas
suppliers, reliable
y con
vis-a-vis
la
the companies, of
utilización
course, and the
de fuerza
utilization
de trabajo
of regional
de la
labor
región.
force.
Desde luego,
Of course,
no se trata de
it's not a matter of
cerrarnos al
closing our
mundo,
countries
sino de aprovechar
to the world.
todas las
It's a matter of
ventajas
taking advantage
que nos
of all the
brinda la vecindad,
advantages that
así
we
como la
have because we're
aplicación
neighbors,
de
as
una
well as
buena
the
política
enforcement
de
of a good
cooperación
policy
para
of
el desarrollo.
cooperation for development.
Este tratado
This
permite atraer
agreement
inversiones
allows us to
de otros
attract
lugares
investments
del
from other
hemisferio
places of the
a
hemisphere,
nuestros países,
bringing those
siempre y
investments
cuando
to our countries,
se
provided
cumpla con los
we
principios
comply,
de
we honor
producir
the
mercancías
principles of
de
producing
elevado contenido regional,
merchandises with high regional
de
content,
procurar
and
condiciones
also
salariales y
trying to have
laborales
salary and labor
justas
conditions
para
that
los
are fair
trabajadores
conditions for our
del
workers
país exportador
of the
o importador
exporting or importing
de bienes de
countries
consumo.
of
Es
consumption goods.
también importante señalar
It's also important to
este
point out
acuerdo
that this agreement
significa
signifies
la integración. Los tres países
the integration of all three countries
aportamos
because we're all contributing
capacidad
with
productiva,
productive capacity,
mercados,
markets,
tecnología,
technology,
experiencia,
experience,
mano de obra
expertise,
calificada,
highly skilled
terminamos
labor force, and
complementándonos.
we end up
Por
complementing each
ejemplo,
other. For
México
instance,
tiene algo
Mexico
sumamente
has something
valioso
which is extremely
para hacer
valuable
efectiva y
to
potenciar la
make
integración
this economic
económica y
integration
comercial
effective
de la
and to
región.
boost this
Me refiero
integration,
a su joven, creativa y
economic and
responsable
commercial integration in the
laboral.
region. I'm talking about its very young, creative, and
olvidemos
responsible
que la
labor
participación de los
force. Let us
trabajadores
not
en
forget that
procesos
the
productivos
participation of workers in productive
igual de
processes is
importante
just as important
que el papel
as
de
the
las
role
empresas.
of businesses and companies.
De poco serviría
It really would be
tener
no
capital
good
y
for us to have
tecnología
capital and
no se
technology
cuenta
if
con buenos obreros
we don't have good
que
workers
se destaquen
that are
por su
outstanding
imaginación,
workers because of
su
their
talento
imagination, their
y
talent,
su mística
and their
de
mystic
trabajo.
when they do their
Además,
work. On the other hand,
Con acuerdos como este
with this type of
y
agreement
con respeto a nuestras
and
soberanías,
respecting our
en
sovereign
vez de
states,
distanciarnos,
instead of distancing
estamos optando
ourselves,
por
we are
marchar juntos.
deciding, we're
hacia el
opting to
porvenir.
walk together towards the
Es
future.
privilegiar
We want to
el
privilege
entendimiento,
understanding.
lo que nos une
That's why we're
y
united.
hacer a un lado las
And we're
diferencias
setting
o
aside
resolverlas
differences,
con
or we
diálogo
are solving
y
those
respeto mutuo.
differences through a dialogue and mutual
Ciertamente en la
respect.
historia de nuestras
Certainly, in
relaciones
the history of our
hemos
relations,
tenido
we've
desencuentros
had perhaps
agravios
moments
que
in which
todavía
our minds have not been
no se
together,
olvidan.
and there are
Pero
there have been
también
problems that
hemos
are
podido
not yet
establecer
forgotten. However,
acuerdos
we've been able to
tácitos o
establish
explícitos
explicit
de cooperación,
agreements of
de
cooperation
convivencia.
and coexistence.
Por ejemplo,
For instance,
en los años 40
in
del
the
siglo
40s
pasado,
of
durante
last
la
century,
Segunda Guerra
during the
Mundial,
Second World War,
México ayudó
Mexico
a
helped
satisfacer la
meet the
necesidad de
needs
Estados
of
Unidos
the United States
materias
in
primas
terms of the raw materials
y lo
needed by the
respaldó
United
con
States,
mano de
and
obra
it gave
de los
its
trabajadores
support with the
migrantes
labor of migrant
que fueron
workers
conocidos
that were known
como
as
braceros.
the braceros.
Desde entonces y
Since
hasta la
then
fecha,
and until now,
hemos venido
we've been
consolidando nuestras relaciones
consolidating our
económicas y
economic,
comerciales,
commercial,
así
trade
como
relationship,
nuestra
as well as our
peculiar
very
convivencia,
peculiar
a veces
coexistence,
de
cohabitation,
vecinos distantes,
sometimes as distant
y
neighbors
otras
and other times
de amigos
as very affectionate and close friends.
También, como es sabido,
And it is
la
it's also
historia,
well
la
known
geopolítica, la
history of
vecindad y
geopolitics,
las
this
circunstancias
neighborhood we have
económicas
and economic
de ambas
circumstances
naciones
of both of our
ha
nations
impulsado de manera
have
natural un
promoted in a
proceso de
very natural
migración de
manner a
mexicanas y
process of
mexicanos
migration of Mexican men
hacia
and
Estados
women
Unidos.
coming here to the
Se ha
United
conformado
States.
aquí
And here
una
we've been able
comunidad
to
de
create
cerca
a community
de
of about
38
38
millones de
million
personas,
people,
incluyendo
including
a los hijos de padres
the
mexicanos.
children of Mexican
Se
parents.
trata
It
de
is
una
a
comunidad
community
de gente
of
buena
good working
y
people,
trabajadora
good people,
que
working
vino
people
a
who have
ganarse la
come
vida de
here
manera
to make a
honrada
living in a very honest
y que mucho ha
fashion,
aportado
and they have so much
desarrollo
contributed to the development
esta
of this
gran
great
nación.
nation.
Asimismo,
Furthermore,
en
in
México,
Mexico,
más que en
more
ningún otro
than in
país
any
del
other
mundo,
country of the world,
viven y forman parte de nuestra
we
sociedad
have
un
in our
millón y
society
medio de
1.5 million
estadounidenses,
of
de
U.S.
modo que
citizens.
estamos
They
unidos
live there and they're
más
part
que
of our society. So
por
we're
la proximidad
not just
geográfica,
united by
por
geographic
diversos vínculos
proximity,
económicos,
we have
comerciales, sociales,
economic,
culturales,
commercial, social,
y de amistad.
cultural, and ties of
Presidente
friendship.
Trump,
President Trump,
como en los mejores tiempos de
as in the
nuestras
best times
relaciones
of our
políticas,
political relationship,
durante mi mandato
during my
como presidente de
mandate as
México,
President of Mexico,
en vez de agravios
instead of
hacia mi
remembering
persona
uh,
y lo que estimo más
this
importante hacia mi país,
insults or
hemos
things like that
recibido de usted
from
comprensión
against me, we
y respeto.
have received from you, President
Algunos
Trump,
pensaban
understanding and
diferencias
respect. Some
ideológicas
people thought that
habrían de llevarnos
ideological
de manera inevitable
differences would
al enfrentamiento.
inevitably lead to
Afortunadamente,
confrontations.
ese mal augurio no se
Fortunately,
cumplió.
this has
Y
not been the
considero
case, and
que hacia
I
el
believe
futuro
that towards the
No
future
habrá motivo ni
there will be
necesidad
no
de
motive
romper
or need
nuestras buenas
to
relaciones
break
políticas
our very good
ni la
political
amistad
relationship
entre nuestros
or the
gobiernos.
friendship between our two
El mejor
administrations.
presidente que ha tenido
The best
México,
president Mexico has
Benito
ever had,
Juárez García,
Benito Juárez
pudo, como
Garcia,
usted lo mencionó,
as you have mentioned,
entenderse con
had
el gran
a good
presidente
understanding with
republicano,
the great Republican president,
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Recordemos
Let us
que
remember
este gran
that
líder
this great
histórico
historic
estadounidense,
leader of the United
el
States,
impulsor
who was the
de la
promoter
abolición de la
of the
esclavitud,
abolition of slavery,
nunca reconoció
never recognized
al emperador
Emperor
Maximiliano
Maximilian
impuesto en México
imposed in
con la
Mexico
intervención
through the intervention of the
poderoso
powerful
ejército
French
francés.
army.
No es casual
It is no
que
coincidence
Juárez
that Juarez
haya lamentado el asesinato de
lamented
Lincoln,
Lincoln's
diciendo,
murder in the
he
United States,
sentido
saying, I quote,
profundamente
I have
esta
deeply
desgracia
felt this
porque Lincoln,
disgrace because
que
Lincoln
con tanta constancia y decisión
was
trabajaba
constantly
por la
working in
completa
such a
libertad
determined
de sus
manner
semejantes,
for the complete
era
freedom of
digno
its fellow men
de mejor suerte.
was worthy of
mismo
a better
sucedió
fortune or luck.
Con la
End of quote.
espléndida
The same
relación
thing
que
happened
mantuvieron
with
a
the
pesar
splendid
de las
relationship
circunstancias difíciles,
that
el presidente demócrata
Democrat
Franklin
President
Delano Roosevelt
Franklin
y
Delano
nuestro
Roosevelt
presidente
had
patriota, el
with
general
our patriot
Lázaro
President
Cárdenas
General
del Río.
Lázaro Cárdenas. The
En los
same
días
situation
posteriores a la
took
expropiación
place.
petrolera,
And
en una
after
carta, el
the
general
oil
Cárdenas
expropriation, in a
reconoció
letter, General
el
Cárdenas
buen
recognized the good
entendimiento
understanding,
bilateral
the good
de
bilateral
la siguiente
understanding
manera.
as follows.
Mi
He said,
gobierno
my
considera
administration believes
que la actitud
that
asumida
the
por los Estados Unidos
attitude
de
of
Norteamérica
the United
en el
States
caso
of
de la
America In the
expropiación de las
case
compañías
of the
petroleras,
oil company
viene a
expropriation,
afirmar una vez
reasserts
más
once more
la soberanía
the
de los pueblos
sovereignty
de este
of the
continente
peoples of
que
this
con tanto
continent
empeño
that
ha
with
venido sosteniendo
so much
el
efforts
estadista del país más
been
poderoso de
maintaining
América,
and
el
the
excelentísimo
situation
señor presidente
and the position
Roosevelt.
of His Excellency,
modo
Mr.
Que
President
guardadas
Roosevelt.
todas las
End
proporciones
of
y en
quote. So,
circunstancias sin
with
duda
all
distintas,
proportions
la historia nos
and all
enseña
the
que es posible
circumstances,
entendernos
with different
sin prepotencias
circumstances, history tells us
o
that it is
extremismos.
possible to understand each other
Ahora que decidí venir
without
a este
arrogance
encuentro
or
con usted, presidente
extremisms.
Trump,
Now that I have
en mi
decided
país
to come
se
to
desató
this meeting
un
with
buen
you,
debate
President Trump, we had
sobre la
a good
conveniencia
debate in my country
de este
on the
viaje.
convenience of this trip.
Yo decidí venir
I decided to
porque
come
ya lo expresé.
because, as I have already
muy
expressed,
importante
it
la
is
puesta en
very
marcha
important
del
for us to be
tratado.
launching this
Pero
new
también
agreement.
Quise estar aquí
But I also wanted
para
to be here
agradecerle al
to
pueblo
thank
de Estados
people
Unidos,
of the United
a
States,
su gobierno
its government,
y a usted,
and thank you,
presidente Trump,
President Trump,
por ser cada vez
for being
más respetuosos
increasingly
con nuestros
respectful
paisanos
with
mexicanos.
our Mexican fellow men.
A usted, presidente Trump,
And to you,
le
President
agradezco su
Trump, I want to
comprensión
thank you for your
y la ayuda
understanding
que nos ha
and
brindado
the
en
help
asuntos
you've given us
de comercio,
in issues
petróleo,
related to trade,
así como
commerce,
su
oil,
apoyo
as well
personal
as your personal support
para la
for
adquisición
the
de equipos
acquisition
médicos
of medical
que
equipment
necesitábamos con
that we
urgencia
needed
para tratar
urgently
a nuestros
treat
enfermos
our
del
patients
COVID-19.
of
Pero lo que más
COVID-19.
aprecio
But what I mainly
es que
appreciate
usted
is that you
nunca ha buscado
have never
imponernos
sought
nada
to impose
que viole
anything on us,
o vulnere
violating
nuestra soberanía.
our sovereignty.
En vez de la doctrina
Instead
Monroe,
of the Monroe Doctrine,
usted ha seguido,
you have followed,
en nuestro caso, el
in our
sabio
case,
consejo del
the
ilustre y
wise
prudente
advice of
George
illustrious and
Washington,
prudent George
quien
Washington,
advertía
who said,
que
quote,
las naciones no deben aprovecharse
Nations
del
should not
infortunio.
take
de otros
advantage of
pueblos.
the unfortunate condition
Usted
of other peoples, end of
No
quote.
ha pretendido
You have not
tratarnos como
tried to
colonia,
treat us as a colony.
sino que por el contrario,
On the contrary,
ha honrado
you have honored
nuestra condición
our
de
condition
nación.
as an independent
independiente.
nation.
Por eso estoy aquí,
That's why I'm here,
para
to
expresar
express
al pueblo de Estados
to the
Unidos
people of the United
que su
States
presidente
that
se ha
their
comportado
president has
hacia
behaved
nosotros
with us
con
with
gentileza,
kindness
respeto.
and respect.
nos ha tratado
You have treated us
como lo que somos,
just as
un
what
país
we
y
are,
un pueblo
a
digno,
country
libre,
and a dignified people, a
democrático
free, democratic,
y
and
soberano.
sovereign people.
que viva la amistad,
Long live the
de
friendship
nuestras dos
of our two
naciones.
nations.
que viva
Long
Estados
live the
Unidos
United
de
States
América,
of America.
que viva Canadá,
Long live Canada.
que viva nuestra
Long live
América,
our America.
viva México,
Long live
Viva
Mexico.
México.
Long live
Viva
Mexico.
México.
Viva Mexico.
That's fantastic. Beautiful job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Great job. Thank you. And we will now sign a very important document. Thank you.
Sit down, please. Thank you. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Philippines. Sit down, please.
Oh, it was really cool. I was as cool as you.